All
Hello,
right.
welcome to iCarly.
All right, Deadaux. So, for people who don't know who you are, like, what would you tell them, like, for them to know about you?
Making music, very sad, but also just really good music, I guess.
And how long have you been making music?
I had a little thing going in 2020, but then I quit music like for a very long time. I started again like last year, 2020.
Yeah, I feel like that's how like a lot of people are. Like, I feel like making music can become like really overwhelming. At sometimes sometimes you're just not even ready, and that little break, be going crazy. But like, is there any like artists that like you were listening to growing up who really like inspired you to make music?
I actually started making music because I was watching like this Little Tracy documentary. I'm like, I'm gonna start rapping. Right. But I always wanted to make music. Like even listening to like the radio as a kid, I'd be like, imagine that songs being my songs, and like I'm like one of them type shit.
Right. So you would say like Lil Tracy kind of like is what inspired you to kickstart your career?
Yeah, he's not my like biggest inspiration in music, but like he's like the reason. That video particularly was like the reason I was like, you know what, I want to make music.
Nice. What is the Deadaux aesthetic? I see like on your SoundCloud, you know, like you got like this theme going on. Like, talk to me about like, that.
Just scary doll, Halloween type stuff, and like cute but creepy at the same time.
So you would say like Halloween like never ends for you?
Yeah, Halloween all year.
Who is Winona?
Winona is my real name.
But like on your Instagram, it's like Winona. Like you got like all the accounts on SoundCloud. Winona, like who's Winona?
Me. Winona is me. I have like three. Not to be like corny, but I have like a lot of personalities actually. It's like my birth name. Obviously, it's like what I don't have on the internet. I keep that to myself. That's why I'm like very private with like, information. And then there's Winona, it's supposed to be like the real me. And then Deadaux obviously makes the music. And then she is this new persona trying to just get over, like just trying to heal after everything that's happened this year.
Right. Have you ever thought about like making like an EP or like an album with just like all the different personalities just combined?
That would actually be kind of crazy. I might try that.
I just gave you a new idea. So whenever that shit come out, y'all, make sure Deadaux pay me. Make sure Deadaux pay me. I need a check. I'm gonna need a check from that. You're gonna have to put my name in the credits or some shit.
I will be like inspired by too.
But Vogue is almost at 100,000 listens. Like, how does that feel? Like that shit's at like 96K listens, and that's like your most popular song. How does it feel?
I hate it actually. It's like I'm glad that I have a song that's like that high.
Right.
But I didn't want it to be that sound, because that sound is like really.
You feel like you've outgrown that?
Yeah.
I see.
I know a few songs that like
anymore.
Yeah, a few songs that are coming up, but like that one, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I had a feature from Mr. Guapo. I went crazy on it. But what do you do when you're having like a bad day? It's like, you know, get yourself out of that funk. What do you do?
I just cry it out. When it's a terrible day, I do some unspeakable things.
What do you mean by that?
But when it's just a little bad day, I just cry it out and then make music, probably talk to friends.
So would you say like music's kind of like an outlet for you?
Yeah, of course. It's like it just like gets me away from like all my problems. most of the time.
Not even as that, you could just put your problems, into the music,
Yeah, exactly.
Like another popular song of yours and one of my favorite songs, Ash Left Me.
I told her to stay, but she left me. I told her to stay, but she left me.
It's a breakup song, man.
Yeah, which is
Fired
crazy.
off of a real person. Right?
Yeah.
Ash is a real person, which is crazy.
All my songs are real people.
Wow. So like,
If
you don't like lying in your songs.
Not at all. I hate lying.
So everything you hear in your music is authentic.
Most of the time. And it's like a hype song. Obviously, it's like hard to be more like truthful because like
right, sometimes you gotta slip in I just popped a Molly. You don't do no Molly.
in Japan with Peter Pan type
yeah.
shit.
In Too Fair in Atlanta, sipping on that Phantom type shit.
Yeah,
I see it.
Exactly.
But it makes the music better. It makes the art better. So
yeah,
I don't knock it. But
the whole Ash series was like all those songs were made after something that happened with me and her.
It all just kind of fell into line then.
Yeah. And all my songs have a special girl behind them, even if they're not named after a girl.
So would you say like women are like a big, part of your life?
Yeah, and I hate
influence.
it. Yeah. I wish I could just be alone, but I just be,
Yeah, I mean, we're humans, I feel like that's a part of it. Like, we're men, and us craving women is pretty normal.
Yeah, true.
But would you rather sign to a label or stay independent? Like, what's like the end goal?
End goal? I don't really have any like bad thoughts about signing to a label, but like end goal for me would just be like getting to a comfortable spot with my music to like just have like a really good fan base, and then I also want to do other stuff. Like I want to act, I want to model, and I want to like do fashion and stuff. So end goal is like achieving all my like wants of like entertainment / fashion stuff.
Right, and kind of like along like the same lines of that. I know we talked about this before, but like, what do you see like 1692 as, or like what is 1692 for people who don't know?
1692 in a general level for like just a normal person walking by seeing going on the internet and seeing 1692, it's just a music collective and like a fashion brand right now, and it has like sort of my aesthetic with everybody in theirs like combined.
Right.
But like for me, I made it as like like when I was in like I think sophomore year or something, we were learning about the Salem witch trials, and I'm like a history nerd, so I just took that, and then I was also like a skater at the time, and I made that like my skate thing. Like I put it on board and shit.
You still be skating or not?
I haven't skated in a long while. I'm kind of bad right now, but I still skate kind of.
You think you could beat me in a game of skate?
Of course. Okay, maybe, I don't know. I gotta see.
I'm not gonna lie. All I know how to do is ollie and sometimes kickflip. That shit is not consistent.
I know. I know a couple good tricks, but I haven't tried them in a bit.
Is there like anyone in the underground or in the mainstream scene who's just like a dream collab, but you just would love to work with them and make a song with them?
Mainstream, I'd say ever since like the start of this year, like in January, like I wanted to collab with Pink Panthers for some reason. Like I don't even listen to her that much, but I just feel like me and her voice would go really good together on the song.
I mean, yeah, I see it. It's like two different sounds coming to one. I see it.
Yeah.
Underground?
Underground, do you know who KYS Lingo is?
The name sounds familiar, but I would have to hear some music.
He's been like one of my biggest underground inspirations since 2020. So working with him would be really cool. Has a bit of an ego, but he's a really good artist.
What's your relationship with Deadaux like? Because, you guys have been working on music together for a while now. How did that relationship come to be?
We met in the Discord server in February, and we like hit it off. Like he was working on his book at the time, and then like he made me read it, and then we've been like best friends ever since.
You say that he like inspires you to do better in your music, like y'all push each other.
Yeah, like when he before I met him, no one was really what's the word, like, dude. No one really like amazed me with their music before. Like everything I heard was like, oh yeah, just regular underground music. But hearing his was like, oh, I definitely need to push myself.
You feel like it was kind of refreshing and you hear something new and something different that you haven't heard.
Yeah, because at the time everyone was just making the same sound, and I wasn't even that deep into the underground. So he definitely put me on. He showed me like other people, and I'm like, wow, I really need to push myself.
Speaking of other people, what's your relationship with Danny Kyoto like? I see like y'all follow each other on the gram and stuff.
He's really cool. We chop it up sometimes in VC, but we're not really close, but we're cool with each other. I love working with him.
Would you want to make a song with him, or do you already got a song?
We already got a couple songs. One's like on a collective page, but others are not out. He hopped on a couple of my beats too.
So like, you talking about like your beats and everything, like, do you just make beats for yourself, or you make beats for like other people too?
I just make them for myself, and then if people like it, they like it. I'm not a producer first, I'm an artist first, and producing's not really a passion of mine, but when I do produce, I take it seriously, and I try to make it scary, and then if people don't like the scary, then it's fine. Like, I'll just use it myself or just listen to it.
Right, like it's made for you, or
yeah,
I can get lost in the files.
Yeah, I can literally like sit and listen to one of my beats for like an hour and cry. I did that like last week.
Damn, that's real though. Music is just, it's touching.
Exactly.
Especially if like you made it yourself. Like even like some of my songs, like I hear it and I'm just like, wow, like I really just like made this shit. Like this shit sounds fire.
Yeah,
and it
exactly.
Like, makes you want to cry. I mean, I don't cry, but to each his own.
Yeah, it's just like what I made that day was just really. It was really like you can feel like there was no words, there's no lyrics, but you can just feel like the sadness in the beat. So that's why I cried.
Just like that instrumental factor, just beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you have any pets?
I have 2 cats and a goldfish. They're not really, they're my sisters, but like we live in the same place, so they're mine, I guess.
Right. What
One name is Jarvis and Rocket. Jarvis is a little B word, but Rocket's cool.
What about the fish?
He chilling. I forgot his name. He's chilling though.
Yeah, that
he's actually. Let me show you. Yeah, let me show.
He got the disguise on, y'all. Yeah, he going crazy with it.
Yeah.
Fish back there.
Do you think you could beat like a tiger in a fight? Like if you're like in a wilderness survival environment, like you think you could beat him?
If it's a big one, no. If it's a small one, I think I can like get a couple good kicks in.
You're just gonna start just kicking him and just run off,
like
or are you gonna try and kill him?
I don't know. I feel like the method is just kick, and if he back off, run. If he don't, then just keep kicking.
Keep fighting, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep going. I see it. Where do you see your career in like the next 5 years?
To be honest, I don't even know. I know I'm gonna be in a bigger spot, but like I don't know where. Like I'm very impulsive with my emotions, so sometimes I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna quit and then do something else. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah. But I know I always make music, but I don't know like where I see myself. You know, what genre and what area. I don't know.
I mean, I agree. It's kind of hard to predict, that far along in your career. You don't know. If
I know.
You're still making
I can
the same
say.
stuff.
Yeah, I can say in a year I'll be doing shows. Hopefully, doing shows.
You think that's something like important for you, like as an artist, to do like as many shows as possible, or you just want to do a couple shows?
Not as many shows as possible, but like I would love to like have that. Maybe like go on tour and do shows and then meet like people who listen to me. That would be really cool. I love traveling.
How do you connect with like your fan base?
I don't know if I do. Like people that text me, I obviously text back, but I don't know. I don't get that many DMs.
Not yet.
Maybe. Not yet.
Would you want to connect with your fans more? Or you just like
I probably should. I probably should. I don't post a lot, so that's why I don't get no DMs.
Yeah, it's kind of like you got like this mysterious type of vibe going, kind of like Cardi.
Yeah, and when people do text me, I kind of like end the conversation early, so that's probably why.
Come on, you gotta connect with your fans, bro. They want to talk to you.
I'm just a bad talker.
You're
bad
awkward.
social skills. Yeah.
I see it, bro. Dang, man. That's all the questions I got for you.
I see the vision. Bet. It was nice.
Deadaux. This is lit. We need to do this again whenever you up more.
For sure, bro.
Whenever we in Atlanta sipping on that fam.
Yeah. And we Peter Pan in Japan.
Moving with the sand.